just another second, and then we'll embark on the museum quest. So I can give a little background while we're waiting, and that is this island, this map is a Minecraft EDU map. It is available on the Minecraft EDU website. So if you go there, I think I gave the link to Kim and she might have posted it. We can post it in the show notes here afterwards. This was created by a teacher at Falmouth Elementary School by the name of Mike Harvey. He uses this to teach 3rd and 4th graders intro to programming. So the way he's got this set up is there's 4 quests. So these 4 quests start with the museum curator, and then a navigation expert, then there's an equipment specialist, and the puzzle master. So in this first quest, the museum curator, this kind of shows an introduction to Minecraft EDU turtles. And these are computer craft EDU turtles, but they're the beginner turtles, so they're a little easier to program. They have a graphical block programming language. We'll get to look at that a little bit here shortly. So then the next quest is the navigation expert, and in this quest, the students or the players are challenged to use their turtle to navigate through a maze, and well, not necessarily a maze, but kind of like a series of obstacles, using your turtle as a stepping stool, and then using it to flip levers, power doors, and so on. And then the next quest is the equipment specialist, and this shows you how you can equip your turtle with a shovel or a pickaxe, and it can mine for you. And there's a little bit of a challenge there to mine some red sand. And then the next quest is a puzzle master. And then this quest is kind of a race through 16 puzzles to get to the end. And you have to use your turtle, because building is turned off, to get through the puzzles. So Mike has these all written up with great explanations of what each of them does, and kind of what the expected learning outcomes are, and kind of how long they take to do. And then there's a couple more. There's the syntax wizard. This one's a little less self-driven. It's a little more, it's not as foolproof as some of the other ones, and it's definitely not as kid-proof as one would like. So it's just important to either warn the kids of that. And the way Mike says he uses it is he uses this as kind of a demo on the projector. And he goes through and says, and you kind of see what the programs do, and it's an interactive discussion. And then there's 3 challenges back here. There's a Sky Platforms challenge, where the students have to use their turtle to get up on a platform. And you need more than one person, more than one player, and more than one turtle to get onto the platform, so you can divide into 4 teams. And then there's a bridge design challenge where you have to use programming in the turtles to build a bridge. And then there's, of course, Battle Royale. Write some code in your turtle to fight each other. That's what you do when the kids get bored. So that's kind of an overview of what's available here. I guess I'd like to start with the museum curator. So if you come and you right-click on this NPC, and choose, a little menu will come up and says, see that giant turtle off in the distance? If you look just a little bit to your left, you can actually kind of see the back of a turtle. And let me just pull one out here if you guys are still around. So this is what a Minecraft beginner's turtle looks like here. This one's got a pickaxe, it's got some eyes, and it's got like a little backpack on the back. So these are kind of what they call the creatures that we'll be working with. So let's.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he does this with 3rd and 4th graders. Is he giving an indication of how long each project lasts? It sounds like a semester or a year to me.
He has it broken out in class periods, like the museum curator activity, he says is about 1 class period, about an hour, hour and a half. The navigation expert is between an hour and 2 hours. Equipment specialist is an hour, a little less than an hour. The puzzle master is 3 to 4 class periods. It's a little longer. And that's all detailed on the, you Google Minecraft EDU and then Turtle Island. Turtle Island Minecraft EDU wiki comes up. And
okay, so when we get it from EDU at school, we have to load this mod that has the NPC.
yes,
Then we have to also put that mod on all the client computers, don't we?
correct. So kind of the beauty of what we did tonight was I gave you a pre-packaged zip file that had the Minecraft EDU launcher, plus the custom NPCs mod, plus the ComputerCraft EDU mod, all packaged together so we didn't have to install anything. Now, depending on how your school is set up, you should be able to just take the package that I gave you and run that on your machines. And if you have a Minecraft EDU license to run a server, you can use that client to connect to your server. And it already has the mods installed.
Great, thanks.
So if you right click on the museum curator and then at the bottom of the screen it says, I'm ready, teleport me now, it'll bring you over to begin the quest. So go ahead and do that. And Entropy Mel, I know you're listening on YouTube, but if you mute the sound on YouTube and listen on Discord, you'll hear me closer to when I actually said the words and get rid of some of the lag of YouTube. That way we can stay together here. So Kim runs right up the stairs, which is pretty cool. You might already be familiar with there's some blocks down here. The border block, the turtle border block, the turtle border stop block, the turtle build allow block, the turtle build disallow block, the turtle build allow block, and the turtle build disallow block. Yeah, I probably just butchered some of those names, I'm sorry, but kind of the idea here is if world building is turned off, the students can't build anywhere but on these green blocks. And they can't break any blocks but what's on top of the green block. And that extends from the top of the block all the way up, 255 blocks. But if you want to stop that, you can use build disallow block. And that kind of stops the build allow at the bottom of that block. The turtle build disallow block, of course, does the same thing for turtles. So turtles don't really obey the green build allow block. They obey this blue build allow block. So anywhere that you see these blue O blocks, the turtle can build. And of course, it can't build on the yellow X. And then there's these two red and green, the border block and the border stop block. So a turtle cannot pass over the red one, and it can pass over the green one. So the turtle can go anywhere except over the red one, and the green one can negate that if you need to make a little doorway. And of course, the last one that you might be familiar with is the border block, and this is kind of makes it so students can't go outside. And if you were to try and go across this, of course you can't, but I can because I'm logged in as a teacher. Okay, great. So let's head on up these stairs.
At this point, my kids will start begging me to give them towers. Make me a teacher.
So I just explained those blocks for your sake. And I don't think Mike necessarily does that when he does it with his class. He just kind of lets them figure it out and says, and when they start asking questions, he says, well, remember those blocks? And they can go back and look. Because once you've gone through this quest, you'll be able to teleport back to it. Okay, so everyone should have a turtle remote control. So in your hotbar, you should see a little, it's got a little red dot for an antenna and then a play and a pause button. So go ahead and make that your hot item and then right click anywhere to activate the turtle remote control. Now once you've activated that remote control, it's now moved over, and you can kind of see if you're looking at the YouTube stream, but it's separated from the regular items on the hotbar, and it's down there. So once you've activated your turtle remote control, you can come to any turtle in the world here's an example of swimmer. And Kim, if you want to do this one, go ahead and right click on him, and then a turtle remote control will appear on your screen if you've properly activated the turtle remote control. Did that work? Okay, so then at the bottom right of that, you can see there's a step through program and a run program. So go ahead and push the run program button and see what this turtle does. All right, he's swimming through the water. Now he's through the lava, and now he's over here. Now, Entry Mail, if you want to give this a try, you can come onto this side and give it a right click and push play and see how that works.
But when I'm in this remote, I can't move. My own avatar can't move at all.
Nope, that's correct.
Okay.
So you can push the escape key to make the remote control go away, or you can push the little X. So you might be curious, well, how does that turtle do what it does? And since Entry Mail is working on that one, we can come over to the climber here. And if you right click on this, you might have noticed on your turtle remote control there's multiple tabs. And these tabs, the top tab is the program. So these turtles are all in demo mode, so you can come right on in. I'm going to apply to Melissa here. Kim, you should be able to right click on them and choose, and that will pull open the turtle remote control. And then if you push the program tab at the top, you can see what this turtle does. All right, so I gotta get Melissa the code or the link.
It looks like we go forward 2, turn left to 2. Then I'm not sure, jump up 2.
If you hover your cursor over it, hover the cursor over the block you're not sure about.
Move up, move forward, move down, and up. What is the code?
You can push the escape key or the X. Or you can use the tab on the side to go back to the remote control buttons. But anyway, go ahead and push run when you're ready, and we'll see what this guy actually does.
Okay, I'm going to hit run.
So through the wall, up, over, and back down.
Oh, I love it.
Ready to run again. That's a pretty neat little program. Pretty simple, right? You can look at this one more time. So move forward, and you notice the trick when you hover over it. Move forward, and then turn left 2, and then move up 2, move forward 2, move down 2, and then turn back around so he's ready to run again. So we'll skip this navigator one for just a second because that's a more complicated program. But here's Looper over here. I'm just going to go back to the
Nature's going up. Or let's call it climber.
yeah, the climber turtle.
So fun. We need to do all this.
Yes. Awesome, Melissa. So you're probably up in the spawn area. I'll just come over there for a quick second. We embarked on the first quest here. So to do that, you come talk to this museum curator dude. And if you give him a right click, he'll send you on your first quest.
fill out the lookup.
Awesome. So you guys ran the looper. Did you try the navigator?
No, just navigator. You can't use that yet.
Now don't fall down.
Oh, I see. He's going to eliminate. Although it looks like he's finding his center again.
That's exactly it.
Bumping into things in the move. That's pretty neat.
So you can actually go ahead and look at the code when he comes back to his other stop location. And you'll see the way it does is it's kind of a generic maze solving algorithm. And he kind of checks around as he goes through. So if not block, you see how it detects block, then move forward. So basically what it does is it checks to see, is there a block ahead of me? No? Okay, move forward. And then it checks, am I done? Is the block below me gold? Because if you'll notice, there's gold at the beginning and the end of the maze. That's how he knows he's done. It's actually kind of cool because it's a recursive algorithm, because at the bottom, you'll notice it says run navigator, and that goes back up to the top to run it again. It's one way to write the code.
I didn't notice that he actually said you.
If you push T, you can actually look and see everything that was said.
Okay. No. That's really neat.
Melissa, if you can hear me, go ahead and right-click the museum curator over here, and you'll be able to get to the museum where everybody else is. All right, so Kim and Nitro PL, there's a set of staircases with a big arrow. You can go downstairs and look at the next set of turtles. So once we get downstairs here, we've got a digger turtle. This is kind of cool. Not sure why there's an information block down there, but
That's all right. Just try it. Okay, this is a minor. Try it first. to make them stop. These shoulders aren't here.
So from this little demo, you can learn that the turtle can both dig and place blocks. Kind of cool.
Where's that?
So up here, we've got a couple of bridge building robots. And the way he kind of set these up so that the students can kind of just come in here and explore, and the turtles will reset themselves so everyone kind of gets a consistent experience.
That's really neat.
So we've got the miner turtle, we've got the bridge builders, and then there's an inspector over here. And this one's really cool because he goes over, inspects what block it is, and then places an identical one.
That's pretty neat.
So then there's 3 different stair building robots.
I bet by now kids will be coming up with all kinds of things they can do for their turtles to do. Full of ideas.
So we've got 3 different stair robots. It's kind of interesting. This one goes up to find the glowstone and then comes down. This one does a similar kind of action. They use 2 different kinds of loops if you go in and look at their code. And then the stair bot here does a similar kind of thing. So that's kind of the Turtle Museum, and that kind of shows you a little bit about what these can do, and hopefully gets the kids' brains going, exactly what Kim said. What can I do with these turtles? And then to complete the quest, you have to prove you learned something. And over here, there's a set of stairs that take you down to the bottom layer. And there is Quizmasters. And if you right-click on them, they'll give you the quiz. It's just a couple of questions. And if you get all the questions right, you'll get your green orb. It will go from broken, what does he call it? Cracked green orb. It will go from broken to fixed. So who can get all the questions?
I like question number 4. Oh, that is so much fun. Putting the student menu, is that M?
Yes, M is the student menu. And it's also the teacher menu if you're a teacher. But students only get a very small
Oh, I
subset.
see. Yeah, we just have one self on that.
So I don't.
Nice.
So that was just for first of the couple of quests. So luckily that only took us about half an hour. So if you guys want to embark on the navigation quest, we can begin to learn how to use the turtle remote control to control the turtle and some of the other cool things they can do. So if you press the M key on your keyboard and then choose the checkered block, that'll teleport you back to spawn.
Okay, so now we go to the navigation expert.
You got it. And if you want to trade in your green orb, you can do that before you embark on the challenge. You can go see the green trader and take it up and say, okay, I want diamond boots. So you just kind of grab what you want. It's kind of a little different than what you expect, but and of course we got to put things. So Nitro and Melissa, are you guys able to teleport back to spawn, or do you need help? All right, so go ahead and embark on the navigation challenge with the navigation expert. All you have to do is right-click on the guy and say, I'm ready, teleport me.
Okay, he said take these items, but I'm not sure about the items.
Do you have a turtle remote control and a turtle?
Okay, I'm good.
So Mike set this up so that there's these gates. I forget.
So we each go our own. It looks like it closes once somebody goes through.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it closes.
Oh.
So if you remember from before, the green circle is the only place you'll be able to place your turtle.
Right.
So go ahead and place the turtle and then right click on it with your turtle remote control and navigate your way through the challenge. Be able to drive them around, Kim?
No. No, I'm not. Get all this out of there.
So once you put your turtle down, you should be able to right click and get the turtle remote control. Did you get that?
I did, and I opened up the program and I started putting things in there and I got in there.
Okay, so we don't need to use the program quite yet. If you go back, if you go to the bottom tab, that's the remote tab, and you can just push buttons and it'll drive your turtle around.
Oh. Okay. So that little thing bumping out the back is just back there.
Yep. So it looks like you got to get over this way.
I'll just step off through this one.
Melissa, you might be having trouble because I don't know as you properly started the museum quest. So I'll get over to the. Can you right click on this navigation expert, the second right near the number 2? And then you should get a big black screen with some texts, and you should be able to click at the bottom, yes, I'm ready, teleport me.
Melissa, you're muted at the bottom of, you might want to unmute. And just like that.
You got to get him through this doorway, Kim.
Oh, I didn't know that. And once we want to go around this little rectangle. We look at the doorway. Oh, okay.
And then you got to get him up over this right here.
Very sure, yes. Just get through the door and over this and just keep it. The only problem is that I can't see the waves turning up to the city.
So here's the beginning of the challenge, Melissa. It looks like Nitro has got his challenge too. You can only place a turtle on the green circle. So go back a little bit, Nitro, and you'll see there's this green circle. You can place a turtle here and then use your turtle remote control to drive him over. And then once you get to this too high spot, you can use him as a step like this. You got to drive him from over here. Well, we can fix that. All right, you should have it now, Melissa. Because we didn't quite start the quests. that's just right.
Oopsie. Well, now I can't see it.
So if you've lost track of your turtle, you can press the 0 key on your keyboard, and that will bring up the turtle remote control for the last turtle you used.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Now what? Get to that door, I guess. What is the red? What red X mean?
The red X means the turtle cannot pass through.
Okay, he can let me through there then.
Right. So Nitro, do you have a turtle remote control? That's the little play pause button. Once you have one of those, you need to use that on your turtle. This is, oh, there you go. Nitro's got a turtle. Melissa, have you been able to? Oh, she's got a turtle. Do you have the turtle remote control? Oh, there it is. Now use that remote control on the turtle, Melissa. Just right click on the turtle. You might have to jump just a little bit. But you don't need a turtle to jump one block.
Right.
It's possible, it's just a little strict.
Alright, and now. Let's see it and make sure. Yes, okay.
So you got to drive your turtle through this doorway over here, Melissa, behind you, and then up over this.
Okay, the blue circle means he can dig.
Well, it means you can place blocks. Place or dig, yeah. Since there's no block above it for you to dig. So this is a good challenge. You got to get your turtle up onto the green circle. I don't know if it was supposed to be part of the challenge, but I would have put some signs in here that say, your objective, get the turtle to the green, the blue circle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we can't move to the,
Yeah, red, remember red means there's a vertical plane that he can't pass through. Yeah, you're getting it, Melissa. Look at that. Nitro, you got to bring your turtle with you.
it's so much easier not to. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could get this started on my server. I'm going to try what you suggested about using your music file.
So it looks like your turtle got over the wall, Melissa, but you do too. You got to use him as a step to get over this too high wall.
Do I have to go over this wall I'm working on?
Yeah, you got to get over it too, Kim.
Oh, okay.
This would be easier, I think, if we were all in person, because I could see your screens. So Nitro, to get your turtle back, just press the 0 key on your keyboard. You don't have to press talk first, just press 0.
Okay, apparently I'm in the way of the turtle. How we should do this.
There you go. This is tricky right here. What Kim's working on.
Whoop! Hey, you were supposed to take me with you. You gotta go where I'm gonna be. Okay, I think he's in front of the roof plate.
Yeah, but you got to get up there too.
There's another turtle.
Oh, I remember the trick now. So if you put your turtle, if you stand right here, I think you can see me, right, Kim?
Yeah.
So if you put your turtle like this, you can get up onto him and then jump up here.
Okay. I was trying to get a ride before.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
But when the turtle moves, I don't move. You jump.
So now, Melissa, remember that the turtle can only go over green blocks. So he has to go through this opening here. And then you can't fit through there, so you'll have to go through the door.
Well, I can't see the other side yet, but I do.
Oh, Entropy Mel's getting there. Sorry, I'm probably saying that's Nitro PL. So Nitro PL, you can't go straight because there's a red block here, and that makes an invisible border. So you have to follow this green path. Bring your turtle all the way down and you'll be able to see better.
There. There. Oh, I did it.
So now, Kim, the next step is this turtle here that's got a nice suit and tie, kind of looks like vampire to me. If you get your turtle next to him on the blue circle, you can run his program. He will pick it up for you and give it back to you so you can move on to the next step.
I put him.
There you go.
Right. So jump in that hole.
Yep. And I don't really know why there's gold ones here. See that gold one in the middle? That one is your that's where you want to go. That one's your pressure plate. That will teleport you to the next stage in the challenge. So Melissa, I see you, and your name is Melissa, and I remember last time I mispronounced your username so many times. And this time I resolved to say it right, and I confused you with Nitro PL, who I think is also on this server, but that's a different person than you. Yeah, see, it's 05. That's kind of hard to read. So Melissa, remember that if you're having trouble driving your turtle, he won't be able to pass over these red squares. So you have to only drive him on green squares. So you got to drive him this way. There's a wall there. An invisible wall, but there is a wall there. Yeah, sadly there isn't a way to make your player move while the remote is open. It kind of makes sense when you think about it, because when the remote's open, your cursor is free. So if you could move around, what would control where you look? Because that usually your cursor does that. So Nitro PL, you got to get up to this level too. So you got to use your turtle as a stepping stone and get up here. And then you place him on the blue circle, and and the assistant picks him up for you.
Oh, I can understand. Hello, turtle. Am I supposed to do this section without being able to see my turtle?
Yes. So you step on that switch. I forget what that switch does. You got to press. See this lever up here?
I opened the lever and I let him in. There he is.
Okay. So now get your turtle remote control back up.
Pardon me?
Open your turtle remote control.
Yes.
And then the middle button that looks like a film camera. Can you see that on the remote control?
Yeah.
So see, when you push that button, you get what's called turtle vision. And now you can see what the turtle can see.
Oh, that is wonderful. Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. But this isn't so hard after all. I guess there's somebody to explain what to do.
Well, everything I've explained to you is in the little books that are given to you when you begin. But even the first time I did this, I didn't read the books. I just hammered my way through it, and Mike kind of taught me through it. So it's cool once you've done it to go back and read the books and you'd be like, oh, so he does explain how to do that challenge.
Oh, this is great. You can do the turtle.
Now you want to pick your turtle up, right? Flip this lever here, Kim. Now you should have a universal turtle picker-upper, an unbreakable pickaxe. Gotta go check on.
You mean I have to break my turtle and pick it up?
Yep, just like you pick up other blocks. So Nitro PL, go ahead and grab any one of these gates and just walk through, and you'll start the next section of the lesson.
Oh, that is really neat.
Still working on figuring out how to get out of here, huh, Melissa? You gotta jump up, and then once your turtle is here, so you put your turtle there, you jump up, and then you move your turtle up, and then you can get on top and jump diagonally, and then you're up top. Ooh, you got a cool cool turtle skin, blue with red and green eyes.
That is so fun.
Are you starting over, Nitro? So Kim, then the next challenge is the equipment specialist. I have to say I dislike this challenge the most, but
You dislike it. Okay.
so go ahead and embark on it. And I find it really challenging for you to figure out what you have to do.
Oh, I like that. You just don't want to do with that. Okay, who knows which way to go?
Well, see, that's the trouble with this, is where do you go? And if you fool around long enough like I did, you'll figure it out. But I'll just tell you, you actually have to climb back up the ladder and go to outside the arena.
Oh, okay. So that would dump the whole class in there. And then you have to.
Which I don't understand why everyone doesn't just start outside the arena. I gotta ask Mike about that and find out. So now this is where you learn how, given a turtle and a net and a pit and a shovel, which you should have got from your NPC, you can use a crafting table, and they're all over the place here, to add the shovel to your turtle.
I do not see I have a pickaxe.
You don't have a here, take that. Now you should have mine.
So, the craft, right? Sometimes any craft table or every inventory. Wait, maybe press this button. Just go up. Here. Am I trying to make the turtle pick up the shovel?
Yeah, so if you put the turtle and the shovel in any two slots that are right next to each other, it should just work.
Oh, I see. There he is, but he's not. Okay, I forgot to put it in my inventory. Let me get it there. Oh. All right, the turtle. Put that over this line.
So if you remember, green circles is the only place you can place your turtle. So you can place them anywhere here. And if I was you, I'd place them somewhere where there's lots of red sand, because if you remember, the challenge is to get the red sand and give it to this equipment specialist.
Okay, where was I supposed to know about what the challenge was? I didn't read the challenge. Or
The NPC tells you.
That?
Yeah, at the beginning of the quest. Aren't you a typical student?
Yeah, well.
Ooh, I'll come look and see where you're at, Melissa. Okay, yeah, so what you have to do is now you have to come down here and step on this pressure plate. But make sure you use the turtle up there. There's two of them next to you. See, this one is that's an assistant. And if you run the program in the assistant, he'll pick up your beginner's turtle and give it back to you. Where's Nitro? Would you go through a gate here, Nitro, and run one of the challenges? I know it looks similar, but this is a different section. Yeah, Melissa, it looks like you didn't run the program in the assistant. Okay, I'll get your turtle and get it back to you. Where the heck are you?
You push M is what is your ability to teleport to her?
Yeah, but when I push the button, I don't see her. Well, you should have a new turtle now, Melissa. I'm having a hard time finding where you went. I mean, I pushed the teleport to Melissa button and there's nobody around.
Tell us how much illustrations we need.
3 of them.
3 of them. I got a whole bunch. Where did it go?
It's inside your turtle. Did you pick him up? Oh, see, you stole the sand from the ladder. I gotta fix that.
How do I pick him up?
Where's your turtle?
Oh, wait. I don't know. I put him all around. He's been all around here.
Press 0.
So then I'll be the turtle. There he is.
Oh, pick him up. You have a universal turtle picker-upper pickaxe, don't you?
Oh, I figured it out. Let me get it. Bunch of my nose, that's the turtle. Okay. It is 13 in there.
There you go. So now you got to go back to the equipment specialist, where you learned how to craft your turtle over here.
This is really good. And your friends might love it.
I think it's pretty awesome. Have to agree with you.
That is really neat. You gave me that. Okay, well, it's late, and my brain is fried. This has been wonderful. I think I need to take a rest. I love my little diamond skirt and boots right on. I'll put that in the
I'll be sure to save the world so you can get back to you.
Okay, thanks, Blake, and thanks everybody who came. You're very brave to follow all these directions. I must have sent this out to, I don't know, 100 people, and 4 of them, or 3 of them. Had a great time doing it. Thanks, Blake.
Sure, anytime.
Hey, everybody.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream so we can chat normally on Discord for anyone who wants to stay. Thanks, everybody.